There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. And let's get this started here. Okay. So again, exciting. This is a Super Saturday. It's a little bit different. Usually when people hear Super Saturday, they're thinking they're going to get some kind of training. So it's going to be a little bit different. I do have special people here with us. We have some top business partners in this industry, and it's not going to be a typical presentation call. Okay. So for those of you who do not know me, because there's a lot of new faces in here, my name is Brenda Lopez, and I was born in a very small island known as the Shining Star of the Caribbean, called Puerto Rico. And my native mom, Taina, her name is Lolita, and my dad, he's from Spain, from Zaragoza, Don Pepe. Thanks to them, I'm here today. So I want to share a little bit about my journey and within this industry. So a lot of people don't know this about me. I did get started when I was 10 years old. I was introduced to the MLM world, selling products with my mom. She's the one who actually did this to me, and I thank her for it, right? So I started selling products with her. She started selling Amway, and she didn't speak English. So I would go to all of those events. I was the only child in those events translating. I was the only child delivering LOC or whatever you wanted, artistry, all that good stuff. And I did that for many, many years. And I said, when I grow up, I want to do this, but I want to aim for big stuff. I want to aim for the biggest things out there. So let me tell you a little bit about that venture, So I did. And my goal was always to strive to become one of the top of all the companies that I did before, major companies from before. I got the cars, I got the big, huge bonus checks. All of that I was able to achieve it. Actually, my first car, when I got my first car, I didn't even have a license to drive it. So I was sitting at the distributor's parking lot for like about 2 months before I got my license. So one of my biggest achievements here has been being able to recruit a minimum of 85 people per month for 2-year track record time. And a lot of you guys didn't know that about me. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. Now I've learned that the harder I work, the better the chances are for my success. So you have to work hard. It's not something that's going to fall in your lap, because you have to work as if everything that you're doing depends on you, but also have faith as if everything depended on God, right? So you have to have that faith within you, right? So this rise that I have, that I just, I became a diamond, I owe not only to myself for my hard work, but to you, the amazing group of leaders that we have here, because together we made this happen. So I'm so honored to have you guys as leaders here. So because of you, and I, of course, never letting any of the obstacles, nothing negative, no matter how big or small they are, get in our way, and we continue our journey. And this is where we're going. This is our journey. So that's why we're calling this Diamonds in the Making. Okay. I have trusted this process. But I have worked very hard to get here. It's not something that's easy. So where I am today, has been a lot of work, and a lot of people who are in here that are, like my direct leaders, or I call them my best friends, because we're like family now. They can attest to all the work that I do. Sometimes it's 4:30 in the morning and I'm still working. So my next goal here with Mavi, I want to share what my next goal here with Mavi is. It's to create as many diamonds or higher, because some people want to strive higher than that, within the next 90 days. So that's why we're kicking this off today. And in turn, I want to help at least an additional 1,000 people and their families to have an additional source of income and improve their lifestyle. And that is why someone invited you here today to this call, because you were their first handpicked individual that immediately came to their mind, because they cared enough about you and they want you to be just as successful as we are here. So there's nothing more, to me, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the people who have placed their trust, in you, win, grow, and become better individuals overall. That's what it's all about. It's seeing everybody grow, seeing everybody, get better at what they're doing. So we have just begun. Trust me, we have just begun. The team is all fired up. We're ready to go. And this is just amazing. So what I want to do, enough about me, I want to start introducing the people that we have on this call. So I'm going to start with our first speaker. But before I do that, let me go over the raffle housekeeping rules. Very important. The person who invited you will start messaging me when I get offline. Okay. That's when I'll start looking at the messages. Okay. And I'll give them a thumbs up when I see your message, so you know that I read it. And you're going to tell me who your guest name is. Now, if you're here in this room and you have an iPhone or a Galaxy or something that we can't identify who you are, go hover over your name, click on the 3 dots, and please update your name for me, because we're going to, we're going to keep track of that. Okay. And then, change it. Now, if it was somebody that I invited, just say, Brenda, I am here. That way I don't forget you, because you'll be like, I'll be worried about everybody else and I don't even know if my guests are here. All right. Now the raffle will take place after our last speaker, and both the winner and the inviter have to be present in order to win. So you got to listen to everything, because you're going to learn a lot. Trust me, it's going to be well worth your time. Now, let me introduce our first person, another diamond such as myself, none other than my very own sponsor, my mentor, a friend, Mr. Enrique Salazar. He has done a phenomenal job. So let me go ahead and pass the mic over to him, and I will close my mic while he shares his story, his success.
Hello, everyone. I'm here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. So I'm very happy and grateful to be here. This is Enrique Salazar. I'm 39 years old. I'm a mechatronic engineer, and I have been for 13 years in the industry and 10 years working on products and 3 years doing in services and digital assets. So I found since 2017 about crypto. I started like an investor and continue working in my product career in network marketing. In this career, I have developed more than 85 diamonds in my team. So this is because we are working together. We are working in development mindset. We are working very hard in self-confidence, in leadership with them. So this is very powerful Zoom meeting that we have today, because we have a special guest. So Miss Brenda Lopez, she will introduce these great leaders or mentors or uplines, the people that we are working on this company, because our goal for the next 10 years is develop more than 1,000 diamonds in our team, 1,000 diamonds in our team. So you need to think about how many diamonds in your team will be in the next years. You need to think big. You need to think something amazing will happen in your life, but you need to believe. First, you need to believe in yourself, believe in your company, believe in your leadership. And this is why we are doing right now a record in diamond with Miss Brenda, because she is working very hard with their teams, develop their teams, but she believes in himself, in his team, in his own lives, and in his company. So let's go to the presentation. So thank you very much, Miss Brenda, to invite me to this Zoom. So see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Enrique, for sharing with us your success. Let me go ahead and introduce the next person. Now, coming up, we have an amazing leader who has reached the ambassador rank. So he's way up there, first one to reach that, inspiring many people around the world, who not only inspiring people, he awakened not only me, but the entire team, So we're working towards our biggest goals, thanks to his way of talking to us, sharing what he's done. So let me introduce to you Mr. Christy Chittick.
Hi, nice to meet you, all of you. Pleasure to be on the call. Thank you so much, Brenda, to invite me. I remember the first call that we have together. And the moment I meet you and I say, okay, this is the kind of lady that nothing can stop her. And long story short, you have proved it, the fastest diamond in Latin America in 3 weeks. I mean, nobody have done in Latin America in 3 weeks. And that congratulations for you and for all your team that I see in the first day when I meet you. To tell a little bit about myself, I'm 48 years young, because I know, everybody know me, I don't believe in old, I'm young, 48. And I see the smile when I say 48 young, 50 young, or 30 young, everybody are smiling. To tell a little bit about myself, I'm from Romania. I've been an entrepreneur. Actually, I had a business like in 2009, a business in Italy with more than 250 employers, lot of trucks, lot of stress. I lost my hair in that period, and I had also an accident. I jumped in the pool, I broke my head a little bit, and after to stay in the hospital for more than 9 days and under some pills, 3 months I couldn't do nothing, just thinking, nothing. More than 5 minutes I couldn't follow nobody. But in those 3 months, I was thinking about what I was doing before, because my intention was to create a legacy, to create a business in transportation industry, about 1,000 trucks. And just imagine 1,000 trucks, 1,000 people, 1,000 issues. And in that moment, in that period, I realized whatever I do is going to be in dangers, because I'm going to have a daughter in the future, or boy, because I didn't have a daughter in that moment. Now I have a daughter for 9 years young. And I say, if I continue this business, this sign, and I get this accident, I could die in that moment, because it was like breaking my head. And I realized that that was a sign from God that sooner or later, maybe it's possible to happen something bad, or even I want to retire myself. And I realized that if I create this empire in transportation, maybe my children will come not forward. And I was praying to God to give me something that I can develop for a while. And if I decide to get in holiday and I decide to don't do nothing else, that thing to continue and to still earning money. And the answer was network marketing in 2009 came in my life. And from that moment, in 2013, I sell everything from my business in Italy. I didn't want to be involved on that business anymore. And from 2009, I started doing network marketing. And in 2016, I find out and I start doing something in crypto. But in crypto, I find out first call, I received it on 2010 for a person that called me and he want to buy Bitcoin for $2,000. And I told him that somebody want to steal his money. And I told him to don't buy. And it was like, for $2,000 to buy on that price was 30 cents. He could buy 6,600 Bitcoins. Now he could have 200 million. Nobody could believe in that moment what happened today. But the point is, much worse, that person was my brother. And actually, I destroyed his entire future wealth with just one opinion that I give it without to know. What I'm saying is, to that lesson from my brother, he doesn't listen to me anymore, and he's still truck driver. Can you imagine? He doesn't listen to me one time and enough. And through that lesson, I take a lesson. Never take advices for people. It doesn't matter if it's your brother, your mother, your father, if they don't know what it is about. That was the biggest lesson for myself. And never give advice if you are not and you don't know what you are talking about. And long story short, when I find out about this business was like last year. But before to tell you about this one, I'm going to explain you another story. Maybe somebody could learn something from this story. It was a layer 1 blockchain like Ultron started in Romania a couple of years ago. And I was in a pre-sale. I bought a lot. But when they launched, the price was $1. They put it on exchange and I was very happy and sell. I made like $35,000, very happy on $1. After 3 years, 2 years and a half, the price go to $530. It was tough. I could make $18 million, but because I didn't wait, that happened. Now, when I realized what Ultron it is, I said, okay, last year when I received the call about this, I get in the meeting here in Dubai, and I look at the business and I say, oh my God, something huge. And I was involved in another business in that moment. And just think about, because we are talking people network, just think about to go to your people and to your friends to tell them, guys, we need to change the boat. We need to do another business after 4 months and kind of good momentum. And they say, many of them, they say, we are crazy. But when they see what we have, they move. And there is, in that moment, when I see the opportunity, I call my business partner and I told him, come to see this opportunity because you are the master on blockchain. You are the master on everything. I don't have your knowledge. Come to see if something is so big. And he didn't want kind of to come because he said it doesn't exist. But finally she said, okay, I will come to laugh on them. And then I will let him share this story. And he came and see, and then we start. And until right now, we have built an organization about 125,000 people, a lot of money in income. And what I can say, that is the best business on the planet in this moment. With all the respect for other business in the world, this is the best business in the planet because from the last 11 months, I didn't find one person which is not an Ultron and Mavin to tell me I have been in something like that or I am. Never. And that means when you have something unique like that, what is the solution? What is the end? Success is guaranteed if you put the work. One of the best example you are. 3 weeks, diamond, and winning a lot of contests. What I'm saying that this business can change huge, an amazing life, and our goal is to put at least 10 million people in the team. This will be a business for us. Our target is in the next couple of years, $50 billion turnover. We are thinking so big, and everything that we have done until now is nothing comparing with what is coming. What I can say, stay tuned, stay next to the person that invites you, because whatever you see right now, whatever you see today is not even 5% for what is coming in the future, in base of sustainability, in base of diversity, in base of future things, in base of unlimitation of options, and also in base of how much money you can make with this project. It might blow your head. That is my message to you. Stay tuned, and you have the best person to guide you, and also all the friends that invite you on the call. Thank you so much, Ms. Brenda, for inviting me, always with big pleasure.
Thank you so much, Christy. It's always an honor to have you on our calls. I know that the team appreciates you and everything, all the nuggets that you always share. We love it. We love all that. So thank you once again. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and move up to our next call, special guest, Mr. Neo Anderson, a very energetic, positive, influential leader that has also reached the ambassador rank. Getting to know Neo has changed my perspective and my goals, the way I look at everyone else's growth here. You know, it's not just about me, about everybody. And Mr. Neo will share, you know, his success story. So I'm not going to go into that. He will share who he is, what he's done, and all of his wonderful nuggets. So let me introduce, and on top of that, he's going to introduce to you the most hottest topic in the world right now. All around the world, everybody's talking about Lotto Day. So he's going to go over that. And if he has enough time, he might even share his back office. I don't know. I'm just going to let him take it away. So go ahead, Neo. It's all yours. Go right ahead.
Thank you very much, Brenda. And thank you, Christy. And thank you all for being here. I'm excited. It's exciting to have such an amazing group of people to talk to about this amazing opportunity. So I will take a moment and tell you a little bit about my history. So maybe that it gives you an inclination that success leaves clues. And what I'm going to share with you is looked at from perspective of someone that has made hundreds of millions of dollars and paid out $500 million in commissions in this industry. So I started in business at a very young age. My father was a field minister and a contractor. We had a business that basically would do anything for landscaping, contracting, and things like that. At 9 years old, they found out that I was a math savant. So I basically had a perfect understanding of math. So they started having me do the family's income tax. And when I started doing my family's income tax at 9, we did so well with it that I started a small income tax company and started producing income tax forms for everybody in our local market. But one thing I also realized at that point, that my father and my parents and my family were not making that much money. So all together, the whole crew, I have 6 brothers and 1 sister, and all of them together were making less than $100,000. So I told my father at that time, I said, Dad, let me take over. I can do bigger and better things, and we can spend a lot less and make a lot more. So you can focus on being dad, and I'll be the businessman. This is a 9-year-old talking to his fully adult father. Of course, he looked at me and laughed and said, John, you have to finish school first. So I accelerated. I made a decision that I was going to help rewrite my family's financial genealogy because they were just doing things the way that I thought could be done so much better. So within a few years, from 9 till 13, I finished high school, graduated, and then took a master's degree. And with my first year in business, from 13 to 14 years old, I was able to make $100,000 and give $80,000 back to my family. Within the next few years, by the time I was 17, I'd made my first $1 million. By the time I was 28, I had made my first $1 million a month. And then I found cryptocurrency. By the time that I was 38, I'd made $1 million in a day, and then consistently did that for a 8-month period. Basically taking 3,000 USD, getting into cryptocurrency, into the altcoin arena, and trading it and turning that into $150 million. So that's a short version of the story. So if you want to learn how to make $1 million a day, I can teach you how to do that because I've done it myself. And if anybody's interested in that, you can put a 777 in the chat, or a yes, or show me the money. because that's what we can help you all understand how to do. If I hadn't done it myself and I hadn't done it for my family, now there are 31 grandchildren now, and there's like 40 plus immediate family members that I'm able to take care of and help with mortgages and cars, and everyone is connected completely, and we'll build lineage, lifetime wealth in our lifetime and generational wealth for the generations to come. So what I'm going to share with you today is a part of that. What I'm going to share with you is, like Brenda said, the hottest topic in the entire cryptocurrency and direct sales space today. It's something that is fully decentralized and something that is disrupting a massive industry. So let me switch screens and I'll jump right into it. Today, I get the pleasure to introduce to all of you that are guests, the Lotto Day. And Lotto Day is the biggest decentralized gaming platform on the planet. It is fully structured, fully decentralized, and fully developed. And we are offering an opportunity today on this call for you as users to participate in the entire ecosystem. Now, the lottery industry is a 200-year-old plus industry. That means that it's been around for longer than all of you. It's been around for longer than your parents in most cases, and probably around since your grandparents were around. So it is a generational wealth industry. It just happens to be, the fact is, the people that are making the generational wealth on this are the people that are controlling it. And if you look at this map in the background, it's a $450 billion industry worldwide, but it's controlled by the colored corporations in this map. I call them corporations, you may call them countries, but they are corporations because they have to think about their bottom line and they have to think about their currency. Now, with Altron, we all know that the Altron system gives us an international currency because we have a native blockchain coin, not a token, but a coin. So that means that we now, as with a decentralized autonomous organization, have our own DeFi country to protect. The countries and the companies that exist in the modern world, they all want to participate in lottery, and they all always want to keep it in their own country. In the United States, there's 137 million tickets sold per day. Germany, 13 million. France, 8.8 million. Korea, 12.2 or 12.4. Japan, 9 million. China, 101 million. If you took the whole world population, 450 billion divided by the 8 billion people, that means on average, every single human being in the world is spending about $50 per year on lottery. So this is a massive industry that isn't going anywhere. But the major problem is that they all care about it so much, they do not allow inter-country gaming. They do not allow an international scenario. They're all keeping it in their own regions and their own markets. So the solution is Lotto Day. Lotto Day is the world's first fully decentralized, all completely smart contract driven, and it has a higher winning ratio than any of the lottery systems that exist today. Now, it's built on multiple blockchains. So it's available on Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, Tron, and of course, our most beloved Altron. What does that mean? That means it's the first time, if you are someone that holds Altron as a coin or holds a staking hub, it is the first time that Altron's product is launched on multiple blockchains. So it is going to give access to another 4 billion users. When you include Google Play and the App Store, and soon to be Huawei, we're talking over 5 billion people will have access to this Lotto Day platform. So that means those people will also have access to start to hear about the Altron ecosystem. So right now we're very small as an ecosystem and we're growing extremely rapidly. But what this is going to do is going to put us on a world global map. It's going to put Altron front and center in the two major industries, and with this, a third major industry that we're able to participate in. Now, the thing is that most of the biggest lotteries in the world, as you guys know, are in the western part of the world. You've seen the big jackpots in the United States. Powerball, $2 billion. But the thing that they don't tell you about this on the cover is that the $2 billion is if you take it over time. But if you take cash value, it's actually less, almost half, if not less. And then also on top of that, they reduce it with cash value, but then they also take away about 40% in gaming tax. So that means in this case, that's quite a lot of money that they just automatically decide that they're going to take from you. See, I don't know if you realize this, but you as a human being were born with free will. Free will is the only thing that you have different than the animal species. You have the choice, you have free will, you get to choose. But the banks and the governments have taken away our financial free will. They are deciding that we need to pay specific amounts. And in this case, gaming tax is 40%. Income tax is 40% when you get to this tax bracket. So that means those jackpots are reduced dramatically, almost 80% plus in reduction. And they do a KYC scenario, of course, so they blast it out into the world to let everybody know that you just became a billionaire, but you are a millionaire. And that usually affects people in a very negative way. What DeFi does and what this system does is it allows people to take back control of their financial future. It gives back the free will of finances. And this Lotto Day platform is gorgeously built. All the code, everything is completely done. They've cut out all the fat of the governments, of the admin, of the employees, all the red tape, and they've made it fully decentralized and fully autonomous. That means that it'll function completely by itself with zero human interaction forever. It will continue to run. Smart contracts do exactly what they say they're going to do. They don't have an option to do anything else except for what they're coded to do, and the code is law. It's also audited by CertTech. CertTech is one of the largest auditing situations in the entire industry. They're a firm that has full smart contract auditing, which means that it's going to make everything fully, completely transparent. You'll be able to read every aspect of every bit of code in Lotto Day. You'll be able to see every single ticket sold, and the jackpot is starting at $1 million in USDT, not in dog, frog, punk, panda, or some other cool version of a coin, but it's USDT, which means when you win that $1 million, you can cash it out for exactly $1 million USDT. No fluctuation in the coin price. And you can win this. Your family member could win this. Your cousin, your roommate, could be someone in your network, or it could be your dog if you could figure out a way to teach your dog how to press the buttons on the system, because it's the wallet address that's actually winning it, not the individual. Decentralized finance works this way. The KYC, there is not. It is just directly to the address, the account itself that does the work, and it starts off at $1 million. That means when pre-sales and things are starting and are happening, that this price is going to, this amount of winning is going to increase dramatically even before the platform fully launches. Most likely with the way that this is scaling and how much volume is coming into this, the first jackpot's going to be a few $1 million. So you can imagine what's going to happen when the first person wins and how the popularity of this platform is going to grow. It's also secured by Chainlink. Chainlink is a top cryptocurrency project, and that pulls all the price feeds for the prediction markets, listed on both of the major application stores and soon to be the third major, which gives you a worldwide audience. One click for people to be able to purchase a ticket and utilize it in the platform. Now, this system is also not just a lottery. It is a fully decentralized online casino. Every single casino gaming that you could ever imagine will eventually be on this platform, but they're starting off with bingo, keno, prediction markets, horse racing, dog racing, roulette, betting, poker, and scratch games. So everything you could imagine in a casino. And the things normally in a casino, there's a saying that the house always wins, because the ratio of winning is usually 1 in 27 can win something. But Lotto Day, it's actually 1 in 7. 1 in 7 will actually win something. So it's basically 4 times more likely to win. So if you develop a platform and you put all this energy and effort into it, you put tens of millions of dollars and you spend 4 years plus coding everything out, and then you as an individual come onto a call that was invited by a friend, and you get the opportunity to participate in this for a very small amount of money, you're now revenue sharing in the entire ecosystem. So all that work, all that energy, all that human resource put into this and all the money put into this, and you get to be a part of it. Because right now we have a pre-sale, and the pre-sale is flying through. I'm not saying that as a hypothetical. You can go to the lottoday.io and you can see that there has been tens of millions of dollars cleared out already. We are more than halfway through the pre-sale and it's moving extremely quickly. It is a limited pre-sale. It is a limited time in this time, and it's a time for you to pay attention and see this, because it will not be around for a pre-sale forever. It can't be. For it to be a real opportunity, you cannot just continue to keep selling over and over again. There has to be a ratio and there has to be amount in the system for people to be able to participate, for this rev share to be able to participate and pay out properly. That's why there's a limit to the pre-sale. We would love to be able to sell this forever, but it is true that it is a limit, and the smart contracts are dictating that. That means that once that 30 million is out, that will decide the amount of NFTs at each individual level. And we'll talk about that in a second. Every time that a $3 ticket is sold, there will be a 10% revenue share, and that will go back to people that hold the NFTs. That means that if it's a $3 ticket, that means that there will be 30 cents back to the people that hold the tickets. 50% of that ticket goes back to the prize pool, increasing the USDT payout, increasing that $1 million. Then 5% for referral, and then 5% for ULX buyback and burn. Now, the referral aspect of this is on all blockchains. So people that are influencers, people that are TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and every place, those people do not have to participate in any business or be a part of the pre-sale, and they're able to sell and market tickets. Gaming companies are looking at this heavily. There are multiple gaming companies that are already in contract with the Lotto Day system, because they know that they now have a better than traditional casino, better than traditional gaming, better than traditional lottery platform that they can make a referral fee on. Then there's a 5% for ULX buyback and burn. Now, this is for all of you Ultron fans that already have ULX, and all the ones that are coming on board and are going to experience this. It's going to buy back every single ticket. It's going to buy back 5% directly from the market at the exact market price, increasing the value by buying from the market to increase the value, and then burning the coin completely out of circulation forever, decreasing the circulation supply and increasing the demand for the coin in one mechanism. There's also 30% for marketing costs, and now the distributors of Mavi are included in that percentage. There will be business volume on ticket sales. That's going to be something that is massive for you and for the organization. There's 250,000 people in this organization worldwide, and all of them will have the opportunity to share this with their friends and family to participate. We do not need to teach people how to play lottery. People do this anyways. We're not telling people, oh, go out and become a lottery fanatic. They're already doing it. We're just helping them do it better. Do it in a place where they can actually have a higher potential for winning, and do it in a place where there's a revenue share for all the people that are around them. Now, these tickets that these examples I'm going to share with you are based on tickets sold per day. The examples are based on 500,000 to 700,000 tickets sold per day. So you'll see the numbers in the bottom of exactly what the daily returns can be. With this, it's 10% goes to revenue share. So example, 500,000 tickets sold per day, 1.5 million, because $3 a ticket, that's $150,000 USDT daily in rewards for revenue share. Now they've built this on an NFT system. Now NFTs themselves are beautiful when they're done correctly, like these. Let's give them a round of applause. Woo! They look great. Yes, they're absolutely beautiful, but it's not just about how good they look, because NFTs, to me, as an art piece, do not make a lot of sense, because you have to have a secondary market in order to sell an NFT. Buying it, someone has to buy it from you. If there's no utility, there's not, to me, a point as a business person to purchase a NFT. But when you have a smart contract code built in the back of it, and the utility is in the code, that means that these NFTs not only being absolutely gorgeous, but they actually have utility. They're utility NFTs, and it is where the real place and the real use case for NFTs exists. So when you look at this, even coming in at $100, you participate in the entire ecosystem. $100 pays out 2 times. The X's are the multipliers of the amount of money that is going to come back to your wallet, MetaMask, Trust, wherever you have your NFT stored. If you buy the $100, you get back 200. If you buy the 300, you get back 900. If you buy the 500, you get back 2,000. If you buy the 30K, the Mighty Dragon, then you get back $240,000. And it's written in the code. There is no option for it to do anything else except for exactly what it says it's going to do. There is zero option for this to do anything except for what the code is written, what it is designed to do. And that is the beautiful thing about a smart contract. You do not have to worry about what I'm saying to you, what anyone is saying to you. The smart contract does only what it says it's going to do. It's better than a guarantee. And today, we now, in this phase of the period, we have something called our super rare. Our super rare editions are the larger packages that give people a 9 times or 10 time multiplier. These are my favorite. This is what we purchased. Let's go with the Magic Unicorn for a second. If you purchase this for 100,000 USDT, that means that the smart contract code is going to give you back 1 million USDT. It's a matter of time is based on how many tickets are sold per day. In this speculation, it's showing 700,000 tickets sold per day, but the world sells hundreds of millions of tickets per day. Maybe not day one will it be 700,000 tickets a day, but in time, as it starts to build up, as the biggest competitors in the space are paying out 20, 30, 40,000 in their jackpots, we're paying out $1 million in the first jackpot and continuing to expand. This could be something that could be paying out on a yearly basis and eventually it could be a monthly basis. And the great thing about this is that access gives you lifetime access. It's not just a one-time purchase. When you purchase any of the NFTs, when you get all of your resource back, you're actually able to buy it again. And you're buying it again at the same level. You're buying it again in the same phase. And I'll talk about the phases here in a second, but there's an infinity renewal, which means you can keep on buying as you return all of your capital. You can repurchase and buy it again and again and again and again. And when you get tired of making money, you can pass it on to a family member, pass it on to a child. You can buy these for your family members, and then they can have it go again and again and again and again. And then when they get tired of making money, they can pass it on to their family member. So the system is an infinite plan. It is designed to build passive residual wealth. Now we're in stage 2. Stage 2, I think, is a couple $1 million left in stage 2. In stage 2, you're getting 80% more RSP. This is a rewards point system that allows it to pay out faster. It's a revenue share point. It means that if you're in this stage, you get paid out 80% more faster than you would in a later stage in the system. So this gives you guys speed to return. And that is a huge part of this. It's timing is everything. And you are in the right timing because you're seeing this now. So there's a calculator on the website. We can jump onto the calculator real quick, guys, and I can share with you kind of how this all works out. At the same time, let me show this. So can you see my screen? Hold on a second. There we go. So go to lottoday.io and you can check out this calculator. You can play with the numbers and get excited. Maybe get as excited as I am. So let's pick something that everybody can afford. Mighty Dragon. This is 30K. Now I say everybody can afford it because if you really had to figure it out, I'd say $10,000 to $30,000 is something that anybody could, if they really wanted to, they could figure out how to get it in most markets. And you don't have to start at these levels. I'm just giving you these examples because the lower levels can be life-changing income if that's what you're making maybe on a monthly basis. Then it's okay to make more of a reward. I think a lot of the times people buy the lower level packages because they want to participate in the business and they want to make commissions. But for some of these larger packages, like if we look at the Rising Phoenix, for example, this actually can really impact someone's total income because they spend this one time and then they're going to be able to get that back plus the reward over and over again. Let's go with lower numbers to make things simple. So this is here. As you can see, this is 300,000 tickets a day. So that means that your capital will be returned in 320 days at the lowest level of 300,000 tickets sold per day. But let's see what happens when it starts to move upwards. As people start to win the game, as the game becomes more popular, and we'll go with the example of 2 million tickets sold a day. 2 million tickets sold a day, that means 48 days you return your capital. And in 1 year, you've basically duplicated your money to the full capacity of the NFT. And that means, again, you can go back and rebuy that same NFT, taking the same amount of money from the profits that you made and putting it back in. This pays out at this rate at $260 per day. This is enough money in most cases to adjust someone's financial income to where they could be focusing more on their business. So if you look at this residual side, this is paid in USDT. It's cashed out in USDT. It's paid directly to your wallet address. There's not a human being sitting back there waiting for it to build up big enough to stop the payouts because it sits inside of your wallet address and there's no option for someone to stop you from earning. It is fully decentralized. So there's no admin, there's no person back there saying, oh, I like this person, let's pay them. It automatically gets paid directly on the smart contract. So go to lottoday.io, check out this calculator, play with it, decide what level works for you. You know, get in where you fit in. You can decide to start with whatever you want to start with. And there will be a time period over the next probably few weeks to where some smaller levels will be available. But if you get in now, you get in stage 2 and you get the highest RSP and you can get started on rewriting your financial genealogy. So that's the Lotto Day presentation, ladies and gentlemen. I will pause for a moment and we can answer questions and talk about everything else. And then I'll get into a little bit about where I see the future of this project as a whole. So thank you very much.
Since you're pausing for a second, please don't text me. I'm not looking at my text at WhatsApp or anything. I'm only looking at the people that are here. You send me the message here and I will add them to the spinning raffle thing that we have going. Okay, so send me. I responded to everybody. I have everybody already here except the last one I just got from Sarah. So any questions, please ask your questions, raise your hands. Let's see, how much is it to start? John, great question. So to get started with 100, that's the least one that we have right now. So that's a great question. Neil, I don't know if you wanted to take on with the questions and I'll keep adding more people now that they're starting to send them to me.
Sure. I can jump into the, hold on a sec. Alrighty, so let me see what we have for questions here. Okay, some rushing questions, interesting stuff. All right. How much does it start? And yeah, I don't see too many questions, guys. It seems like maybe we explained everything. Well, you'll have time till the end of the presentation to ask any questions. I think most people are, yes, this is something that will definitely make ULX go up. Yes, absolutely. This will affect ULX as well, as every single application that comes on chain will help accelerate the price of ULX. So you guys have to understand that we now only have 3 applications and this is number 4. So that means that there are thousands of applications that will come onto the chain. And every single time one of those applications come on chain, that will actually help and increase the value. When will the deadline of Lotto Day be running? So basically the Lotto Day pre-sale scenario happens as the resource comes in. So as soon as it's sold out, it's sold out. So the way that it's moving right now, you probably have another 4 to 6 weeks, depending, maybe less. While we're doing this, you guys can go ahead and ask any of your questions. I'm going to jump into the next part of my presentation and talk a little bit about the vision of this. And then if Christy is still here, I'm going to let him show his back office. Perfect. Let me jump in and talk to you a little bit about this.
I'm here always.
All righty, sir. Let me jump in and I'll talk to you a little bit about where I see this going as a project. So first thing to understand, we're not talking about a traditional direct sales company. Traditional direct sales company only participate in their industries as competing with other direct sales companies. Because the fact is, most of the time a traditional direct sales company, the products, if it's a financial company, are developed by the owners of the company. So they only have a certain vision for their project as a whole. They have never built a blockchain. It's never been done before. No one's actually done that in cryptocurrency and direct sales. And it still has never been done that a direct sales company has created a blockchain. And if they ever did, it probably would be not that good, because people that run and operate direct sales and marketing companies are marketers. They have no business creating financial products. What's happened with Altron, Altron is a cryptocurrency project where the founders were working for companies like Solana, Polkadot, Ethereum. some of the biggest companies in the entire space. And when we look at the market caps of these bigger companies, where they're coming from, where do you think the expectations are for the blockchain? It's not a $1 billion project. It is, I would say, a $500 billion project if you looked at the market that it's going into. But let's just be conservative and say we build this to a $50 billion project. $50 billion would just put us in the top 5 today of cryptocurrency. In the next 5 years, as this industry continues to grow and it has massive room for growth, it's going to be the top 20 just to be a 50 billion. So yes, we can build much bigger than that, but $50 billion as a project means that we've probably sold 20, $30 billion worth of the scenario as a whole, which means we've paid out 15 billion, $20 billion worth of commissions. So this system will pay out more commissions than the entire industry combined at this date, in my point of view, because we're stepping into a bigger industry. Now, if we look at cryptocurrency as a whole, right now, it's just $1 trillion market cap. But the world's wealth is half of a quadrillion. Now, to put that into perspective, a billion is 1,000 million, a trillion is 1,000 billion, a quadrillion is 1,000 trillion. So there's 500 times more money in the world. So Bitcoin eventually will be $1 million because there's limited circulating supply. So as currencies continue to fail, as traditional currencies continue to go down in value and continue to fail on their promises, cryptocurrencies increase in value. Now let's take a look at another market. A lot of you have heard of Forex. The Forex industry by itself trades $7.5 trillion per day. That means that it trades the entire cryptocurrency market cap on a daily basis. And this is what's failing. This is what's transferring. This is where the transfer of wealth is coming from, is the traditional financial world. We look at cryptocurrency, the daily volume is only $42 billion. So it is really tiny compared to what Forex is. So the transfer of wealth is occurring and it's going into digital assets and it's moving into DeFi and Web3. So that means that you are in the exact place at the exact right time. And the competitors of what we're looking at as a whole, let's look at another fund. This is an index fund. So we talk about who is competing with our staking hub. This is the S&P 500. And if you look at the entire S&P 500, the market cap size of the S&P 500 is $38 trillion. So you can go check that out, $34 trillion right now. So 34 trillion for one fund. It's the top 500 companies. The top 500 companies eventually are going to be evaluated on blockchain because right now, today, we only have, like I said, 3 applications. But when you click on this and look at this, out of those 3 applications, 2 are Altron applications. The other one is a project that just decided to build on Altron. They decided that Altron was a place because of the user base and because of the technology that they would go and totally decentralize. They do not need the permission from Altron to build their project on there. That's the same case with all of the other protocols that are on Ethereum, the protocols that are on BSC, the protocols that are on Avalanche. All they need to do is copy and paste their code to Altron. So as we scale through 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, we start to have massive active user bases per day, which we will have bigger active user bases than a lot of these top blockchains because of the nature of our business. We now have set up and structured almost 40 training centers worldwide. By the end of this month, we'll have probably 45 to 50 training centers. These are blockchain education centers that are teaching average everyday people how to participate in cryptocurrency. Ethereum does not have that kind of infrastructure. Tron does not have that kind of infrastructure. This is a system, a machine that is going to teach the world how to do blockchain and how to do it better. With all of these different protocols, as we scale, as our user base scales, they'll all start copy pasting and putting their code onto Altron. As that happens, it will be a windfall of volume into our ecosystem. And it's going to happen because we will bring the users. And I'm going to pass it back to my business partner, Christy, and he can show you his back office and show you a little bit about some of the rewards. Now, I know when you look at it, he might turn red because it's a little bit embarrassing. He's only made $3 million in commissions so far, but it's a good start. And I think 3 million in less than a year, well, he can pay the dog food bill, at least. So Christy, I'll pass it back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, and amazing. Even myself, listen to my business partner, I'm fired up myself. It's like that, it's like, so you cannot stay out of this. It's like insane. And let's go to see a little bit about some results, what is possible to do. And okay, give me a second. I will share my screen. What is possible to do in two ways. One way is to buy the product. Second way, to speak about the product. And when you speak about the product and you have this kind of energy, like my business partner Neo, just imagine what can happen. And let me share my screen 1 second. Okay, yeah, let me guide you a little bit with the back office. Like this, you can understand how easy you can get in the system, because you're gonna have an amazing back office, and it's very simple for everybody that can understand. Here you can see all the people that are getting and participating on the community. On the top, you can see all the people here from which country they are. And the way Neo said, we all the blockchain training centers that we establish around the world, you're going to see here all the flags on the wall. They're going to be here, and we're going to build a community, huge community. And when you're going to build a huge community, you're going to get some commissions, because we are selling these Gaming Hub NFTs and Staking Hub NFTs, and everything is coming in commission. For the last 11 months, this is the commission that we have earned, $3.1 million. Like I said, we are kind of embarrassed, because you know that is just 5% for what it's coming, but also in the same time, it's good money to have in this short period. But in the same time, we are working a lot, because this is just the start. It's not even 5% comparing with what is coming in the next couple of years. And you're going to see each other next year, after 2 years, after 3 years, and after 4 years, and whatever we say today, you're going to see that is going to be done. It's about 130,000 people already. We just built in our organization 130,000 people. And you know that the first 1,000, the first 10,000, and the first 100,000 people, it's much difficult. From 100,000 to 1 million can be like this. From 1 million to 10 million is just 1 by 10, and it's done. More than 60 millions in business volume. The rank, it's ambassador, and I will show you also the ranks. Here it's how you earn. Here are the Gaming Hubs NFTs, how you can buy a Gaming Hub NFT, and then where you can see it is very simple. Here you can see Magic Unicorn, Mystic Lion, Magic Dragon. You just select it. And here is going to tell you, buy with Tether. And I have an amazing news for people that are around the world, and they have the kind of issue to obtain the USDT. This month is going to be available an option that you can pay with your Visa card and MasterCard. That is going to blow up everything. And this pre-sale is going to be like this, I believe, very fast sold out. Why? Because I give you an for example, our leader in Trinidad Tobago has a huge issue to obtain USDT, and people are charging $1.5 per 1 USDT. Can you imagine? If you want to buy a $1 USDT, you pay 1.5 or 1.8. And from this month, it's going to be available to pay with debit card and credit card. You just buy USDT in this moment. You choose the network you want to use. Let's say Binance, and just create order. And here you're going to have the wallet where you need to send USDT. In that moment, you sell it, just you need to know to sell a little bit on top, or to pay the gas fee from the blockchain to be able. If you withdraw from Binance, let's say Binance Exchange, you put 30,000.29 and it's done, it's convert, and you have your Mighty Dragon that is going to give you $240,000. You can see it here, max payout 240. This is the Staking Hubs NFT where you're going to see you can buy it. Also Gaming Hubs. If you want to buy Staking Hubs NFT, that is going to give you ULX coins, and the way you see is the only one blockchain. And like we say, we have just 3 applications. When we're going to have 100 application or 1,000 application on top of the blockchain, just imagine in that moment where will be the price of the native coin ULX. And you still have early adopter and you can buy. It's simple, exactly the same. You can buy it. And then where you can see them, you go on My Hubs, click in My Hubs, and we couldn't resist because we like that. We couldn't resist, and we like the lion, we like the unicorn, and we couldn't resist. What we have done in 2nd of June, we bought them, both of them. Mystic Lion and Magic Unicorn. And the way you have seen, this can be paid out in time every 1 year, every 6 months, can arrive a moment every month. And that is insane. Today, it's underestimating this, but we're going to see in the future how big we're going to be. Also, in the same time, here you have all your staking hubs NFT that you can buy. You can have your ULX coins and everything. You can have it here. And voila. When you do it right and every day working like everybody from this call, like Brenda and Evan, this, I believe Brenda, this money, she's going to do it in the next year for sure. I'm very confident on her, and also the leaders that are in the call, they can do it because I believe I'm not an alien. I'm a not normal person. Nobody's an alien. We have the best business in the world, the best sustainable, and also what I like the most, it's under promise and over deliver all the time. We are under promise and over deliver. That is crazy. You have all the chance in the same. Thank you so much, Brenda.
Awesome. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Neo. Thank you, Mr. Enrique. I have a question for the higher beings. Those are the two ambassadors. Since the room was only 100 people, and we thought it was going to be for 500, some people have fallen off and they can't get back in. So what I did with the raffle, I'm going to just share this. And you tell me, I'm not making the decision. I've placed the names of the guest and the name of the inviter. If one of them is here, can they get it? You decide, because it's hard. A lot of people are getting knocked off.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, they can get it.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, perfect. So let me see here. Let me see. I'm going to.
Next time is going to be big room.
Yes, we'll make a big room. We'll do another one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Like I always say, stay connected. Always stay connected, because you never know what you might miss out on if you're not in here with us. So yeah.
You see, sometimes you need to be on time.
Yes.
To take it.
All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I entered the names in, and I entered the person first. That's the guest. And then the person who invited them after. Okay. I'm going to shuffle it up because it's all in order. As you can see, I'm going to shuffle it up. So it's not in any particular order. I'll keep shuffling it. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with the first one, and you guys let me know when to stop. So let's see. Let's start. Leonie, Lamar. Let's see, do we have Lamar or Leonie available? Leonie's here, so let me ask him to unmute. And I'm going to write this down. Leonie, are you here? I think you are.
I am here. I am here. Wow.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Thank
Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed what you learned today and understand how this can actually benefit you in the future and your family. It is just very powerful. So thank you. Congratulations. Not sure if Lamar would like to share a few words since this is your guest. Just a couple of words if you'd like to. Let's see. Let's ask him to unmute.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me, Brenda?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I'm excited about this opportunity. I'm excited about the guests that have joined, everyone, not just the guests that I've shared. And I just want to congratulate Leonie, that she, got a free giveaway. So very exciting. And I will touch base with you, after the call.
Sounds
And
good.
thanks again, Brenda. Thanks for everyone on the team.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
In the meanwhile, I want to add something on this, Brenda. Leonie, congratulations, you just win $100 Gaming Hub NFT. But in the same time, I have an amazing advice. On the next call, if you have yourself 5 guests, new guests, you can participate again yourself. Either one of your 5 guests might win, maybe you win again. Why not to increase your chance and just to speak with your friends and share the story with your friends that you just receive a call or a link and you just earn $100, and that $100 become $200 and over and over and over like this forever, for how long the lottery industry will exist. Just imagine what you have in your hand. Next call, 5 people, you can participate again.
I don't know if Leonie,
That's for
that's
next time.
awesome.
Thank you so much. I will do that. I will do that. I'll do my
Please,
very
give the
best.
chance to give the chance. Just imagine if your friend didn't call you. Don't-
Yes.
Put yourself, if you don't call your friends, how you gonna feel?
Not too good. Not too good.
Do
Thank
that,
you so
do that.
much. I'll do that. I will do that. Thank you so much. Thank you,
You're
Lamar. And we'll touch base. Thank you.
Congratulations again. Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. I'm going to remove Leonie from the list. And let's go ahead again. Removed winner. Let's go. We have dun, 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 Maria M. Lodu.
Wait.
Lodu. Oh, so close.
It was
Lodu,
so
let me
close,
see.
Jesus.
Let's see if Lodu is here. If Lodu's not here, let's see. Sarah, I think, is here. I think I saw Sarah. Here she goes. Let's unmute Sarita. She speaks
Hi.
Spanish.
Hola, hola.
Hola, hola. She says hello. Lodu,
Hola a todos.
creo que se fue, ¿no?
¿Mandé?
Lodu, ¿ya no está? Está bien.
No
pero
sé.
como quiera, ya se lo llevó, así que felicidades. Simplemente te comunica conmigo o con Mr. Enrique y hacemos lo que tengamos que hacer para que Lodu reciba su premio de 100. ¿Ok? So she's here.
Okay.
But her guest must have knocked off. We have people falling off all the time. So she will get with Mr. Enrique so that we can get the price delivered. Okay?
Super.
All right, let's go for the next one. So I'm going to remove Lodu and we're going to go again. Christian L. If Christian is here. Christian's no longer here. Let's see if Jorge is here. Jorge is here, so let me ask him to unmute.
Hola, buenos días.
Hola.
Muchas gracias. Sí, es amigo mío, pero no está dentro de la sala. De hecho, tuvo problemas para entrar. No sé si lo quieras volver o sea, darle la oportunidad a alguien más.
Se lo ganó, no, ya se lo ganó, aunque pues, lo cambiamos.
¿Sí?
Si hay una
Ok.
persona o la otra, lo cambiamos. So, ya se lo ganó, Ya te tengo en la lista.
Ok, perfecto,
Felicidades.
muchas gracias.
De nada, de
Gracias.
nada. All righty, so he's excited. His guest fell off, so he'll get in touch with his guest as well. So let me go ahead and remove this one, and let's go to the next one. Let me know when to stop, Christy, and you guys. I just keep going if you don't say. Tell me what to do. I mean, I'll be here all
Yeah,
day.
the point is we need to know how many people on the raffle. 54.
Mhm.
We have done how many until now?
We've done 3.
3. Yeah, 54. We can do another one and that's it.
Okay, so do one more.
Yes.
Yes.
Do
okay.
3 more.
3 more.
3 more. Okay.
3 more.
3. Let's go for it. Let's do it.
More
Let's
winning.
do it. Thank you. Tatiana with 2 N's. Lamar, your people are winning. Let me see if Tatiana with 2 N's is here. Let's see. Nope, I don't see Tatiana with 2 N's, but I see Lamar is back in here still, I think. Lamar, you have a second winner. This is Tatiana with 2 N's.
Yeah, she fell off. She couldn't get back on.
Okay, so we'll get in touch. Congratulations again. 2 of your guests. You're on to 2 already.
Awesome. Let's
That
go.
is awesome. Okay, I'm going to remove this person and let's move on to the next person. We have 2 more raffles to do. So let me mute you up here and let's go ahead. Oh. Jorge. No, Daniel's not here. Jorge, are you still here? Yes. Jorge aún está aquí. Jorge. ¿Estás por ahí?
Hola, sí, sí, estamos aquí. Ambos estamos aquí en la sala.
Oh, perfecto, perfecto. No vi a Daniel, lo busqué, pero no lo encontré. Ok, pero
Ah, sí, es
perfecto.
Daniel Alejandro. Sí,
No lo-
también está.
Daniel,
Ah,
no lo encuentro, pero está bien, no hay problema. Felicidades nuevamente, tienes otra cobertura. Así que ya sabes, se comunica con Mr. Enrique y lo logramos, ¿ok? Lo hacemos.
claro,
Gracias.
muchas gracias.
Yeah.
Gracias.
Mhm. All right, so what do we have? One more, so let me remove and let's go to the next one. Lamar. We got a lot of people today. Let's see if Del is here. Del is here, so let's hear from the guest. Congratulations. Can you unmute?
Yes, I unmute. I think I unmute. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Congratulations.
Thank you, and thanks for the presentation, and thanks to Lama for inviting me. I was here pondering about which one I'm going to buy. Now I can cancel out the 100 and I can move on up to
There
a
you
higher
go.
level. Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's a great game plan. Go for the higher up and get more, right?
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Thank
Thanks.
Thank you. Let's see. And are we done? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good? I think I got all 6 of them, right? Yep. All right, guys. Yes. Thank you. Congratulations to all the winners. You know what to do. Get back in touch with the person who invited you. Let's get them all set up. They know what to do, so they know how to get back. Get that back to us, and we will make sure we fund those for you guys. Okay. So once again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time. It's been a little bit over an hour, spending it here, getting to recognize, what we have, accepting what we have here for you. Something phenomenal, something huge. Lotto Day, okay? And that's not the only thing we have. So you only heard one portion of what we offer here with Mavi and what's coming, okay? So there's a lot of things that are coming. We're on a very powerful blockchain, and I invite you to come back to the same link here. We're gonna be doing calls. Talk to the person who invited you. We're gonna give you the schedule for the whole week so that you know what's going on. You'll have trainings. You'll listen about Ultron. You'll listen about the staking hubs besides the Lotto Day hubs. And there's a lot more coming, a lot more in our roadmap. So once again, congratulations to everybody. Not sure if any of my special guests here would like to close it off saying something. I leave the floor for you guys. Christy or Enrique or Neo.
What I could say myself is like that. If I think very well, and I'm thinking a lot, what we have faced tonight, what we have seen tonight, for how long did this industry exist? When I was like 8 years young, we are 3 brothers, and my father tell us, write some numbers and play the lotto. He took the numbers for me and my middle brother, but for the bigger brother, he didn't took the numbers. And guess what? He underestimate him. And those numbers for my third brother, the bigger one, was the winning numbers. And he didn't put the lotto. What my message is this: for the last 40 years, until I was conscious about this, do I have any chance to be part of the shares of the total turnover of lotto industry with its $400 billion? Never. Did anybody for the last 200 years, they had that chance? Never. What is coming is the kind of thing that we have seen, and everybody have seen tonight, something that it's blowing mind in the moment you understand what is the potential, and to understand what is that potential, and what Neo have said, that one day that max payout will come every 6 months or maybe every 3 months. That is possible, and I will share with you why and an example, small example. But this is the beauty, that this is first time. And just remember, this is just on the pre-sale, the possibility to renew and to have the whole option. I will share the screen with you and to show you something that it's so powerful that is nothing comparing with what we have right now, and still 51 million people registered. Just imagine this website, it's free Bitcoin, register 51 million people to win $200 every hour. What does mean? In 24 hours, $4,800, $4,800, and they join 51 million people, no referral system, and 51 million people. And games played 140 billions. And if you compare a little bit, just even 10% from this to play in our lottery, every 3 months, every 4 months, you max out your gaming hub NFT. And if you put these 140 billions games played, and we have 1 million minimum a day, what I can say to the end, that is can be a generation, and also children of your children can remember, because of my father, I'm still earning money. Because of my grandfather, I'm still earning money. For my side, just realize what you have in your hand. Neo, if you are here, if you want to say something to the end, you are welcome.
That was beautifully said and beautifully stated. You took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what it's about, guys. You know, the next 10 generations are affected by the actions we make today. What we do is going to affect our children's children, whether we like it or not. It's what we do or what we don't do. And I'm part Native American, and in Native American culture, they call it Gen 7. So when you're thinking about what your decisions and the actions that you make, you should think about at least the next 7 generations. But let's take it even further than that. Your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and their grandparents did not have blockchain. They didn't have the option for this. And they didn't build something in the traditional world that was able to give you financial freedom in this lifetime. So now you have the choice and you have the decision to be able to actually make a difference for your lineage as your life progresses. You have the decision to take the action, and the root word of decision is incision, which means to cut off any other possibility, to make and take the decision to get started with a group of entrepreneurial people that care about your success, that'll take you by the hand and show you what they know. Traditionally, multimillionaires do not sit down and talk to people that are working in jobs. They don't spend the time and they don't teach them the skills. But in this situation, you have people that have earned tens of millions of dollars, and they're willing to give you exactly the step-by-step process on how to do it. And they have all the time to do that for you. So that in itself will help you catapult your life. They say that if you want to take a look and you want to know how much you're going to make in the next 5 years, take a look at the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And the 5 people you spend the most time with is what your average income is going to be. So upgrade the people that you're spending time with primarily if you want to go further. It's hard to soar with the eagles when you're surrounded by turkeys. And no offense to normal people, but you guys have the opportunity here to actually expand and become something better, to become the best versions of yourself. And it's not just about money, but the money is the barometer to show that you're making the right actions and having the right success. We had a great call this morning with Brenda and all of her core leadership. These are all genuinely God-fearing, real, amazing human beings that are going to be able to actually help lift you up and take you to the next level. So get with the people that are in this business, get around it. It's contagious. The energy is absolutely contagious, and it can inspire and motivate and change the state of where you are today. Thank you very much and have an amazing evening.
Thank you, Neo. Thank you, Christy. Once again, thank you, Mr. Enrique. God bless everybody. Thank you. Congratulations to all the winner. Again, reach out to the person who invited you. We'll provide you the schedule so that way you get plugged in. Being connected is so important. That way you understand what we have here. It's very, very powerful. And I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Well, morning, afternoon, and evening, depending on when you are, because we are global right now on this call. So I, bless you all. All right. So talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.